We're going to try a different approach to things. We're going to just make kind of a generic track together, and we'll learn some things along the way, and none of the individual pieces will be too time consuming, but I think it will all help to inform all of our productions. So we're going to start by inputting a chord progression, and I want everyone, just so that I can hear it simply, to use the electric piano, the Mark II electric piano patch in Expand. We're going to put in 4 chords. Each of them are a measure long. Let's set our tempo to 128, which is a classic tempo for house music, early EDM. And we're going to talk about these chords very, very quickly. So a little bit on some basic music theory. Basic. All right, so we have our major scale, and this is just easy to talk about because this first chord is C minor. I'm actually going to make it C major real quick just by moving that note. So the C major scale is all white keys going from C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. I hit A flat by accident. Those notes in the scale have numbers associated with them. So C is 1, D is 2, 3, sorry, again, I hit the flat, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the octave, which we could call 8, but that's a repeat of C, so there's really only 7 notes. A triad, which is the basic chord shape that you would pull from the scale, is the first, third, and fifth of the scale, the third step, first, third, and fifth step of the scale. Minor, in this instance, is a flat third. So 1, flat 3, 5. Now, when we go to the A flat minor, the way that it looks in this shape, you notice that it starts actually on C. So actually, let me bring this up for a second. Let's look at A flat minor. And this is going to be up on Canvas if you want to be able to look at it. A flat minor is made up of A flat, C, and E flat. But when you look at the way that I have this chord laid out, I have C, E flat, and A flat. So if I take this down, this A flat down below, that's the traditional, the root shape of A flat minor. This allows us to introduce this idea of inversions. So we call this essentially the root. If we bring up our root an octave, that's called the first inversion. And we could take that a step further and bring the C up an octave and have the second inversion. In this case, we still have A flat down in the bass, so it kind of grounds us in that root. So inversions are super cool because they give you the ability to kind of change the voicing of a chord, even though it's all the same notes. All right, so this third chord is E flat. That's in the root position. The B flat, though, if we look at our chord chart, B flat, D, and F D, F, B flat. So that's in the first inversion as well. Okay, giving us that higher B flat. It just gives us a different voicing. All right, so we have a chord progression. We've learned about triads, kind of, in major and minor, at least in C, and inversions. All right, so let's put this chord progression in. Let's bounce it out just as these 4 measures and submit that.